Hello, everybody, and welcome to Drop and Give Me 20 with Phil Risden. I am Phil Risden, and please make sure to like, share, subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to leave a 5-star review and a little bit of a comment on my Apple Podcasts or Spotify podcast. I don't know if you can do that on Spotify. Show your boy some love. Show your boy some love. Show your boy some support. If you're watching on YouTube, also put me on those notifications so you can get those notifications whenever I put out a new episode. That's how I stay alive. Oh my God. Good to see you guys. Yeah, man. Welcome to the Drop and Give Me 20 podcast. I'm Phil Risden, and I need a shape up. I know you all see it. I look raggedy as fuck. That's what's so funny about this podcast is you get to see me each week. So basically what happens is you get to see me get a new haircut, and then you get to see that haircut deteriorate week after week after week, and then guess when I'm going to get the next one. And the answer is never. Because apparently it's monsoon season outside. I don't know if anybody's living in New York City right now, but shit is rough. Shit is rough out here with Hurricane Henri, which I actually heard. I'm not pronouncing that as a douchebag. I heard that that's actually how you pronounce it. I was wondering why it was Henry with an I, but apparently it's not pronounced Henry. It's pronounced Hurricane Henri. I think that's all part of the American plan, where it's like if this hurricane gets too bad, at least we can just blame it on another country, which is something that we do really well. So very clever, very clever. Yeah, man, this whole thing's been like tearing through the city. Not so bad, not as bad as Sandy or anything, but still bad enough where it was like the way I describe this weather is if you're getting your weed delivered, you should have got it like a day early. That's what the weather is out here. Where it's like if you're putting an order now, it's hard. It's gonna take a few hours, or they might not be able to come at all. It's like that. It's not terrible, but it's like that, you know. So life has been fun out here. Which is, yeah, that's great for me that delivery weather isn't great because I just decided to sign up for DoorDash. There we go. Yeah, I know I was talking shit about DoorDash like 2 or 3 episodes ago, but now I'm an employee. And let me tell you about the great things about DoorDash. Yeah, no, it was all part of my plan. I'm an industry plant, as they say. My whole point of even doing this podcast was to subtly talk about DoorDash and get you on my side of hating DoorDash, and then eventually reveal that I work for DoorDash and then get you guys to love it. But I've let it all go. I've told you my truth because I just enjoy this podcast so much. I started working for DoorDash only like a few days ago. Not bad, I guess. It's about $10 an hour. If you really like break it down, it's about like $10 an hour, which isn't bad for the gig economy, which is basically just American for slave labor. I'm getting a good slave rate. Right now. So that's not so bad. I'm having a better day than some people. Definitely having a better day than Andrew Cuomo. Today was his last day in office. I see the guy, he's making his final statement. Guy's not even wearing a suit. No suit, no tie, just a half open shirt. You can see his chest hair. He doesn't care. He's letting it all hang out. He gave his 2 weeks notice a while ago. He doesn't give a shit. He's patting asses on the way out, So, yeah, more power to him, I guess. I don't fucking know, man. That whole shit's crazy. There's a lot of scandals going on, a lot of crazy things happening, these days. What's going on? Britney Spears, she finally got let go of her conservatorship, which a lot of people don't realize. So first off, just her father has been taken off the conservatorship. She has to get somebody else to, I guess, watch her money and watch her shit. But yeah, she had that good fortune happen to her, but she has just been accused of battery, apparently. So that's going on. Which I think is hilarious because every white woman in the world's like, free Britney. And there's just like one bitch is like, nah, keep that bitch locked up. Free Britney. Yeah. I looked into it though, and apparently it's like all bullshit. Apparently like her like assistant or some shit like called 911 because Britney Spears slapped a phone out of her housekeeper's hand allegedly, which is like complete bullshit. See, that's the whole thing, man. Like, I don't like coddle celebrities or nothing like that, you know, and I don't really care about any of that shit. But it's like only celebrities have to deal with shit like that. You know, where it's like you're just trying to live your life, and then random people just do random shit and just say random things about you, and then the world believes it. It's like, I don't know what happens when you get famous, but it's like all of the general public is now allowed to treat you like you were their shitty ex-boyfriend, and they can just say whatever fake things they want to say about you. They can do whatever things they want to do to you, and then everybody just has to think like it's okay because you have like a good life, so like it's fine. Like I can treat you like complete shit, and it's totally okay. You know, it's fucking wild, man. You know, everybody's talking about her dad and how shitty her dad is treating her, but then this woman, it's like, what the fuck, man? You know. Like, her dad's an asshole. I'm not saying her dad's not an asshole, but like regular people to celebrities can really be assholes also. And I think like there has to be some sort of like check and balances with all that shit, because definitely celebrities need to be checked. I mean, a lot of them have like weird behaviors and stuff like that, and you would too if you had like certain unchecked power in certain ways and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like right now we're going through this weird period where like people, like regular ass people who like work at Walmart, also have unchecked power. But like since they're less successful, they have even more unchecked power because they can't ever lose anything. So now they just go around like talking shit about people, and like it's okay for some reason. You know, it's just like we're living in a really, really fucking trippy time, man. It's really fucking strange. I think everybody's just mad at other people for being successful, and then they, you know, but we're also allowed to be failures right now. That's how like society looks at anything. Like everybody, I was telling this the other day to like one of my friends, where it's like almost like you know, back in the day, people used to live vicariously through the victories of like famous people, you know, athletes, any type of admirable, important person. Now we like live vicariously through their failures. You know, like 10, 15, 20 years ago, someone like Simone Biles, the whole entire country, no matter if we cared about mental health or not, would be shaming them, or not necessarily shaming them, but just being like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? But now everybody's like, I don't do shit in my life. So when somebody doesn't do shit in their life, that's great for me too. It's like, no, man, what happened to like basic accountability for who you are as a human being and just like giving a fuck, you know? Like now, if people don't give a fuck, it's like better, but it's also, it's weird though. I mean, I say if people don't give a fuck, it's better, but that's not true, because now, you know, tons of people get in trouble for not giving a fuck. So I don't even know what I'm talking about, man. This is a weird loop, man. This is a weird loop. And I'm also learning that I shouldn't smoke weed before I start doing this podcast, because then I just start talking nonsense. What are you saying, Phil? What are you saying? Yeah, so a long story short, free Britney. Free Britney. Let's see what else is happening here. They're starting the evacuation of Kabul is intensifying, so that's going on. My heart goes out to all the Afghani people who you know, want to escape, don't want to be there. My heart goes out to the Afghani people who do want to be there, because they're finally getting the independence and chance to rule the country as they want to. You know, I'm not picking sides, obviously. You know, there's a lot of, you know, heinous things that go on when a country goes through a power vacuum and stuff like that. But I just hope everybody's safe and stuff like that. But apparently, you know, the evacuations are intensifying. They're getting a little crazy, and I'm assuming Biden's at home pretending he's too old to hear the phone calls. You know, I feel like that guy has been ducking out of so much of the public eye once this shit happened. Like, he already had COVID, and he was like, fuck, this sucks. And then that happened, and he was like, God, I can't run away from it. You know, he's dealing with it all. He's dealing with it all, and it's just weird, man. Yeah, I think he's just like, I wish we could go back to when I was just like old Sleepy Joe. You know, now I've got responsibilities. This is weird. You know, he doesn't like it. You know, but I don't know. That's why I think we got to have like younger politicians in general. Is it? I find it. Am I the only one? I find it incredibly, incredibly weird that pretty much all of our politicians are very like extremely elderly people. Like, that's insane. like that like elderly people like rule the world. I feel like when it comes to the old people, there's this really weird like unbalanced thing where it's just like you're either, it's really like their relationship with society is very like all or nothing. Like it's either they're the most powerful thing or they're nothing. Like they can't find a job. They're not suitable to help run a startup. You know what I mean? Or anything like that. But yet they can like hold office. It's so strange. It's like they're either a Walmart greeter or the president of the United States. Like I don't understand it. I feel like politics should be like Logan's Run, where it's like you join it as a child, and then you can only be a politician till age 35, and then once age 35 you get executed. That's, I feel like the country would run so much better if that's how things went, man. We wouldn't have annoying hurricane names like Henri and fucking like bullshit like the fucking Kabul fucking scandal, where we spent like fucking 25 years in a country we didn't need to be in, and then as soon as we pull out, immediately the old army just rolls back through. Like Jesus Christ, it's like we're like it's like you ever like date a girl who used to have like a really, really bad ex-boyfriend, like a super traumatic past, and she's hurt, she's trying. She's a sweet girl. She's super sweet. But she just can't get off of like how shitty this guy is. It's like you guys start talking and, she always brings up that guy and everything like that. And, she starts exhibiting all these like toxic behaviors and stuff like that. And then you go, I can't do it anymore. I'm gone. And then you check up on her like a week later and she's back with that guy. That's what Afghanistan is. That's what we're going through right now. That's exactly what Afghanistan is. It's a battered woman. And we thought we could turn a hoe into a housewife, and we couldn't. And now there's, the original motherfucker in there. The baby daddy's back, and it's fine. You just got to let it go, man. You got to chalk it up to an L. We're still young. We're still young. We're still out here. We're still partying. All right, America? We can do a lot of great things. And maybe keeping our nose out of other people's foreign policy is one of those good things. Stay away from other people's shit, Jesus fucking Christ. It's Afghanistan, too. They're going through this, like, weird... I hear there might even be, like, a civil war that might be going on over there for power and stuff, going through a little bit of a Jay-Z Dame Dash situation. Who knows what's going on, man? I hope everybody's safe. I hope everything goes well out there. I was very worried about it. Your boy has a lot of existential dread. Don't mean to brag, but your boy is anxious for everyone all the time. I'm also anxious too because Kanye, Kendrick, and Drake all decided that they're going to be releasing an album, which in the black community is the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. So I have no idea what's going to happen right now. I'm assuming if they all release their albums at the same time, all of society will reach singularity and will all just form into pure energy. That's what I'm assuming right now. But who knows? I just feel bad for J. Cole. Like, I feel like they didn't let him into the club, like they all planned this, like the rap Illuminati. They all planned this and they just like didn't pick him. Like you remember in gym class, where you'd have to pick teams and there'd be two captains. You're just like waiting around. And there's that one kid who like swears he's nice at basketball or pickleball or whatever the thing is, but he just never gets picked. That's J. Cole in this situation. Like, he had the fall off. He's just fucking, he's just like, let me at him, bro. Give him to me. And they're like, I'll pick him. Everybody else, I'll pick Drake. I'll pick Kendrick. And then they're all doing like big things too, where it's like, like, what is it? Kendrick saying this is his last album on some black album shit. I'm like, bro, you're fucking like 35. This ain't your last album, you fucking liar. Every rapper does that shit where they act like, this is my last one. What else are you going to do? Nigga, all you do is rap. You haven't been doing shit for the last 15 years. All you do is rap. What the fuck else you gonna do? Being Fast and the Furious? You know, that's the only other option you have is rap or be in some shitty race car movie like your goddamn Tyrese and Ludacris. Like, that's really all you're gonna do right now. You know, like, there's only so many Jay-Z's, bro. There's only so many Jay-Z's. You know, and I believe you'll be here. Like, mark my words. I'm telling you, Kendrick will release his final album, and then he'll have a comeback tour fucking a year later. Remember that shit with Lupe? Lupe was supposed to have 3 albums. It was supposed to be, what was it? Food and Liquor, The Cool, and LUP End. This nigga has not stopped making music since. You know, like, fuck, I don't believe you, man. Like... like rappers are almost like the opposite of deadbeat dads, which is hilarious because some of them are deadbeat dads, but they're the opposite of deadbeat dads when it comes to the music, because it's like they say they're leaving, but it's like, nigga, you'll be back. Like, you're not leaving. Like, I know for a fact you are not leaving. Like, you'll say you're leaving and everybody will cheer and they'll cry and they'll never want you to be gone, and you know, and all that shit, and then the show will end, the curtains will fall and all that shit, and then you'll notice how quiet it gets, and then you'll start making music again because it's too goddamn quiet. So stop lying to yourself, you fucking ass liars, man. Shit is crazy, man. I don't know. Sorry, I didn't mean to attack the rappers. You know, I think I'm sensitive. I'm going through a lot of stuff, dealing with a lot of tension in the house. Maybe you guys can help me out with this. I've like this roommate. She's really sweet, but she's like I feel bad saying this, but she's kind of like gross in some ways. You know what I mean? Like she like super nice person, but it's like, you know, super nice person, and she tries to do everything, but she's like dirty. She's like a dirty person. She's just kind of gross, you know. So it's like whenever she like does something nice for you, it also has like a twinge of grossness to it. You know what I mean? Like, it's never great. Like, you know, like a key example, it'll be like, she'll be like, oh, hey, like, I made some like pasta with some tomato sauce. Do you want some? Like, oh, yeah, sure. Oh, yeah. Oh, totally awesome. Like, that's great. I also put a little bit of ketchup in there to just like let it stretch a little bit more. And it's like, oh, okay. I'm okay. That's what I mean. But like, just, it's so kind, it's so sweet, but there's like a twinge of like grossness. You're like, oh, hey, do you want to like smoke this blunt? Oh yeah, sure, that'd be sick. Like, oh yeah, cool, because I found it outside, like on the sidewalk, like somebody stepped on it, and there's like definitely somebody pissed on it, but I feel like if we like dry it out, like we can definitely smoke this together. All right, I think I'm good. Think I'm okay. I think I'm just gonna keep it moving. All right. You know, it's weird, and it's been escalating from there. You know, like in our bathroom we have hand soap, but it's like a bar of hand soap, and I don't know if it's hand soap or dick soap, because there are tiny curly hairs in the bar of soap that we happen to use for our hand soap every fucking time. And it's just like, are you like, do you not know that it's like, thank you for offering the bar of soap, but like, if that's what you're going to use it for, I'd rather just not have soap, and we just like, I try to find like hand sanitizer and buy that. Like, you know, like you can't have hand soap and dick soap at the same time. You know, I'm not having you wash your balls with this, you know, with our fucking hand soap. That's weird. That's strange, and I don't like it. You know, and I can tell it's her because, you know, it's they're very Aryan pubic hairs. Like, all pubic hairs are curly, but you know, mine are extra curly. Hers are like curly, but like, you know, they're like Jew curls. They're loose curls. You know what I mean? I can just tell. By the way, she's trans. That's why I keep bringing up like dicks and watching. Yeah, she's trans, which is not why she's gross. That's the least gross part about her. Actually, I would say. I'm pretty sure she started washing her dick only when she became a woman. So I thank her for doing that, for taking that step forward. That at least needs to be appreciated. because that's probably being a lady is probably the cleanest thing about this woman. Other than that, I don't know what's going on at all. I have no idea what's going on. But yeah, just Jesus Christ. I'm like, I think I need to talk to you where it's like, please stop washing your balls with the hand soap, or just use it as ball soap. You know, it's fine. But it's fine if you want to do that, but just one or the other. Just one or the other. You know? Yeah, man. Yeah, it's fucking it's fucking crazy. Again, no problem with a trans lady washing her balls. You know, actually, in Roman times, when women would wash their balls, it was actually a sign of femininity. If you didn't know that, you can check that in the history books. It's true. It's true. And on that historical note, I think I'm going to end the podcast right there. This has been Drop and Give Me 20 with Phil Riston. I am Phil Riston. Guys, please make sure to like, share, subscribe on YouTube. Turn on those notifications so you get the notification whenever I put out a new episode. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, please give it 5 stars, a review, a nice little comment on there. Make sure you subscribe that way too. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching the show. This has been Drop and Give Me 20 with Phil Riston. Have a good one. Peace.